Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. My name is Alma Himatul Olia. Now I am class 6C at Ibnu Khaldun University, Bogor. So now I want to translate and interpret two texts. The first is how to bring CLIL to your classroom and keuntungan personalia dalam pembelajaran. Check it out. Bagaimana cara membawa CLIL ke kelas Anda? CLIL adalah singkatan dari pembelajaran terintegrasi konten dan bahasa. Anda dapat memikirkan konten ini dan pembelajaran bahasa yang terintegrasi. Mari kita coba. Pembelajaran terintegrasi konten dan bahasa dengan bahasa CLIL dipelajari dan digunakan untuk membangun pengetahuan subjek yang kita sebut konten. Kebalikannya juga benar. Pengetahuan mata pelajaran menjadi motivasi bagi siswa untuk mempelajari bahasa baru seperti yang dilakukan siswa di kelas penutur asli bahasa Inggris. Mata pelajaran ini berasal dari banyak bidang pembelajaran. Sejarah, sosial study, seni, musik, sains, dan matematika. Ketika siswa diperkenalkan dengan pelajaran petunjuk seperti pelajaran pada penjelajah, mereka menggunakan 4 keterampilan: membaca, menulis, mendengarkan, dan berbicara untuk mempelajari dan mendiskusikan subjek. Selain itu, siswa menganalisis dan mengevaluasi informasi menggunakan keterampilan berpikir kritis. Hal ini memungkinkan mereka untuk memahami informasi lebih dalam. Banyak petunjuk yang tidak jelas juga memaparkan siswa pada budaya dan perspektif yang berbeda yang memperluas kesadaran antar budaya mereka. Pelajaran petunjuk yang paling penting menghubungkan bahasa dengan kehidupan nyata. Siswa membangun kosakata, tata bahasa, dan keterampilan bahasa secara alami dengan mengajukan pertanyaan dan mencari jawaban. Dengan cara ini, siswa mengembangkan keterampilan bahasa Inggris mereka dengan cara yang sama seperti keterampilan bahasa ibu mereka di kelas first language. So, closes in bekerja karena motivasi dan menyenangkan. Pelajaran petunjuk dapat dilakukan dengan beberapa cara, tetapi berikut adalah beberapa langkah sederhana untuk membantu Anda merencanakan pelajaran tentang petunjuk. Pertama-tama, pilih topik yang akan menarik bagi siswa Anda. Itu mungkin pelajaran sains tentang hewan hutan hujan atau tata surya kita, atau pelajaran sejarah tentang penemuan atau transportasi. Selanjutnya, pilih kosakata target yang ingin Anda fokuskan untuk pelajaran. Ini mungkin 6-10 kata, tergantung pada tingkat siswa Anda. Juga memilih struktur tata bahasa untuk fokus. Kemudian gunakan teks seperti ini atau buat bacaan atau artikel tentang subjek tersebut, atau temukan yang cocok melalui buku, majalah, atau internet sesuai dengan tingkat membaca siswa Anda, termasuk kosakata dan tata bahasa target Anda. Selanjutnya, buat organisator grafis yang memungkinkan siswa untuk berpikir kritis dan menganalisis informasi yang telah mereka pelajari. Organizer grafis ini dapat berupa diagram Venn, garis waktu, bagan, sebab dan akibat, atau sejumlah organisator. Akhirnya, memberikan kesempatan bagi siswa untuk menggunakan informasi ini sebagai kreatif melalui proyek kelas atau melalui tugas menulis atau berbicara. Ini akan membantu mereka untuk mempersonalisasikan apa yang telah mereka pelajari. Pelajaran petunjuk yang baik dapat membangun keterampilan abad ke-21 serta keterampilan bahasa yang kuat. Coba satu di kelas Anda minggu ini. Teks is keuntungan personalia dalam pembelajaran. Hello, I am Najwa Shihab at Dortmund School and at career.com. We all believe in the importance of personalization. Personalization is a way of teaching and learning that we need to practice at every stage of development, from an early age even to professionals who are pursuing a high career will learn much more effectively. It will teach much better if we practice personalization. However, many do not believe in this same paradigm. Many still suspect that education should standardize, even though learners come with different needs, come with different level of readiness, come with different background and talent in different areas. How is it possible that education can bring all the same and go through the same process when education is posed to serve individuals who are not at all uniform? Personalization can be done better through technology and also with the help of a good pedagogy. In Dortmund School and Dortmund Career, we believe in 5 ways to practice personalization. 5M. 5M is humanizing relationship, understanding concepts, building sustainability, choosing challenge, and empowering concept. Are some examples. The teaching and learning process that humanizes relationships must depart from taking slides with the student. Understand that anyone who is studying, students, workers who attend the training comes with a purpose. Come to understand its uniqueness. Not want to be equalized with all other participants. There is a pretest that must be passed. There is communication, there is empathy, there is warmth between the facilitator and all friends who follow the learning program at the Dortmund School and Dortmund Career. So the second 5M is to understand the concept of Dortmund School and Dortmund Career. We really believe that the learning process is not just knowledge, not just cramming knowledge, not just memorizing material and being pursued with a very tearing scope. We seek essential understanding to see which information that is really useful can be established in various contexts, and in the end, we will continue to remember. We will continue to able to practice it, not just forget it and become useless after the exam. Third 5M principle is to build sustainability. We must understand what is the relationship between one material and another. If now I study algebra in 5th grade of elementary school, will there be a continuation in the next stage of education, and what does it have to do if I don't understand this material with my development at a large stage? If I learn communication techniques when I want to become an interpreter, so what does that have to do with emotional success, maturity, when dealing with conflict in group, both when dealing with partners or roles as superiors and subordinates? Everything we learn is related. practicing building sustainability makes anyone who learns understand the map in the entirety. Traveling. My friends, if you control those who are driving are those who learn, so we will know where the traffic jam is, where the process is speeding up, and when to go through more careful stage. The fourth 5M principle is to choose a challenge. The learning process is easy. It's not a real learning process because we are only in our comfort zone. Every learning process has anxiety and fear of being wrong. There are things that at first we hesitate to try, but we push ourselves to take those challenges. If the burden is given forth, we do not know the use of the first learning process like that. Getting a burden is not a challenge. Maybe your friends are still the same. In Dortmund school and Dortmund career, choosing a challenge is very important, but don't let what we get is a burden. What we get is excessive anxiety, and in the end, it doesn't make us love learning. So the last 5M is empowering context. We never study alone. We learn in a group context. We learn in real life, in society, and whatever we learn should bring positive change, not only for ourselves as individuals, but for a better environment, for a world that is also for the better. That's the most meaningful success. I think the 5M is often not automatic, but if all students are learning, the student believe in the importance of the 5M, then we will try to make this happen in our learning practice. In all teachers, parents, lecturers, trainers also believe in this principle. Then, of course, the educational process will be more qualified. Once again, digital integration helps so that 5M can really be implemented in education. That's where your Dortmund school and your Dortmund career will continue to play a role for a better education process in Indonesia. Maybe enough from me. Thanks a lot for your attention. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.